Welcome back to another episode of Macabre Manifestations. And my name is Alaina, as you probably know. And as you can see, I am flying solo this week. But don't worry, just sit back, relax, and let's get into another history lesson. Sitting right between Tampa Bay and Fort Myers is a little town called Arcadia, Florida. Now, this town may be small, but it's nothing short of some rich history. On November 30th, 1905, tragedy struck the town of Arcadia, Florida. A large fire that destroyed 4 entire business blocks, leaving only 2 buildings standing, and that's because they were made of brick. With this being such a small town, this fire really put a hurt on it. But in 1906, John J. Hurd began construction of the Opera House, which was the first structure to be rebuilt after the fire. With the tragedy of the fire, the Opera House kind of served as a light through a dark tunnel. The Opera House was used for both movies, gatherings, such as political events, schools, graduations, dances, and USO operations during World War II. But even though there was happiness that filled the Opera House, there was also some tragedy. Just up the road from the Opera House was an orphanage. And the kids loved to come to the Opera House to hang out and play. But one little girl named Agnes tragically lost her life at the Opera House. While playing in what is now the game room, she unfortunately fell out of a window. It is unsure how she fell or why she fell, but she unfortunately lost her life that day. There has been reports of people that will sit at the stoplight right outside the window and look up and see her just standing there. There is also a rosary that sits right outside the windowsill that is actually still there to this day, and it has actually withstood hurricanes. Another tragedy that happened at the Opera House was from an unknown woman that they refer to as the Mistress. John J. Hurd, who was the original owner of the Opera House, had an affair with this known mistress. And the mistress finally was over it, and she gave J.J. Hurd an ultimatum. It was either her or his wife. Unfortunately, J.J. Hurd picked his wife, and the next day they walked into the Opera House to find her hung from the rafters behind the stage. To this day, the Opera House is still fully functional. People can visit the Opera House and enjoy various activities. The owners of the Opera House put on live music, and they actually teach music there too. They have told us that they want this space to be for everybody, no matter what. With happiness and tragedy, the Opera House definitely is rich in history. But is it actually haunted? Make sure to like and subscribe and hit that little bell button, because next week, Chelsea and I will be dropping the investigation of the Opera House in Arcadia, Florida. You don't want to miss it.